This video, I'm going to make my bed. I'm going to make a garment rack. I'm going to do other stuff too. Do I look fat? I've been eating so many carbs. I think it's been, 10 years, 20 years, 10 to 20 years that I was afraid of eating carbs. I think a lot of people are. Now I only eat carbs. Potatoes aren't on sale this week, though, so a bag of potatoes is $5, a 10-pound bag of potatoes. I like paying $2, so I don't know what I've really been eating. I guess it was my birthday, so I've been buying special things, but not really. Still, mostly just oatmeal and pineapple, because that's what I have. And a new thing that I've been doing after I criticize anyone who drinks coffee, I've been making, I guess, hot chocolate out of cacao and powder and stevia. And I don't know if that's, somebody told me once, some smart friend of mine who knows a lot about nutrition told me that there's not really that much caffeine in cocoa. I looked it up, actually, and I think it's 1/8. Cocoa has 1/8 of the amount that coffee has. So I guess that's not very much. But am I caffeinating myself? I'm back on a good sleep schedule. I was up really early. I'm not on a good sleep schedule. Because I've been going to bed too late, but I still get up too early, sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning after I go to bed at 12. Maybe I fall asleep at about 11, 1, 2. That's only like 3 hours sleep. But then I take a nap, and I probably I might look tired now. I don't know how I look anymore. I don't know. Something that I realized was, so I just had a birthday, and I never thought about on my whole birthday, I didn't even think about what age I am. I mean, for years, to be honest, if somebody asks me how old I am, I don't know the answer to the question. So it's not like I pay attention to it. But I guess I do now, because next year I will be 50 years old. And that's insane. That's more than half your life over. What a weird thing age is, and aging, and how we actually are disintegrating. We're falling apart as we get older. I want to sit up, but I don't want you to look at my body. We fall. We get to a point where we fall apart. Like, it doesn't get better. There's gray shades though in there. We get wiser. I don't know how much wiser I get. I think the biggest part, at least in my life, is that the older I get, the less I care or worry about what other people think. And that's probably the biggest toll on my life in general, was worrying what others think. But it really is when you're worrying, at least when I'm worrying about what others think, it's usually what I think. When we are worrying about what other people think, we're really only worrying about what we think. Because that's the only perspective we know, if that makes any sense. I'm sure some philosopher said it better than I do. That's something that's really cool. People who have studied philosophy and stuff, sometimes they tell me the concepts that I come up with are actually, thought out by actual people who wrote this stuff down. Anyway, that's all about wisdom, and that's all. I gotta make my bed. I am. Oh, let me show you. Let me show you my. I can't. The hardest part of this is I can't carry my computer around. This is just asking for trouble, but I wanted to show you what I do. So I've got the cacao powder or cocoa powder. I'm still confused. I'm out of stevia. I better pick some of that up today when I go to the store. How am I going to fit all this stuff in today? I already recorded my video. That's the best thing about getting up early in the morning. Look at the incoherent speaking patterns that I have. The best thing about it is that you get more done. It's quieter. I don't know why. I guess we get tired at the end. That's the bottom line. We have a whole day, and if we try to do things at the end of the day, we're just too exhausted. But when you get up early in the morning, I don't know, the world's your oyster, I guess you feel, and you get more done. But the truth is, it's just mentality. You could keep doing the things at the end of the day, which is what I do, but I don't know, it does seem more productive when you do things earlier in the day. We do get tired though over the day. All right, so I put a little tiny bit of cinnamon in, a pinch of cinnamon and a pinch of ginger to make it spicy. This was a happy accident. Like, I buy the cacao powder to put in stuff to make, like, I don't know, I mix it with coconut, mashed up coconut, and make like a chocolate substitute and mix it with stevia. One day I said, I don't really feel like drinking water. You know how sometimes you don't? Sometimes I love drinking water, usually in the summertime, more so. But I said, hey, why don't I try putting the cocoa powder into hot water? And then I also have sea salt. But let me just jump around here even more in the conversation. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients, and boiling water, of course. And just to make it spicy is what the ginger and the cinnamon. I already have that to put in my oatmeal and pineapple that I eat all the time. And I eat oatmeal and pineapple all the time because oatmeal's cheap and pineapple's cheap and probably the least processed fruit. Like, it's pineapple and pineapple juice. There's no syrup or anything in a canned pineapple, and it's easy, and I don't have to worry about any refrigeration or anything like that. And this is what I've been drinking, and sometimes I have 4, 5 of these a day. Sometimes I have 1, sometimes I have none, depending on time. And sometimes I make it too hot and I burn my mouth on it. But yeah, I mean, it's like a chocolate treat. Oh yeah, and then it's really good for intermittent fasting. I guess that's why people are big on drinking coffee when they're intermittent fasting. They have coffee all the time. I don't believe in drugs though. So, that's a very controversial video that I would like to talk on about. I can't even say it here. Let's just say I can say, like, I don't support drugs under any circumstance. I guess I can't say that definitively. There are people who have illnesses, and maybe if you injure yourself and you need painkillers. Maybe you don't need painkillers though. I've never needed painkillers. But maybe if you really hurt yourself. Anyway, I have to make my bed. That's what's important now. I guess I'll just move around and try to edit out the parts that you shouldn't see. I worry about how much production I should put in my videos. I also worry about how the hat makes my ears poke. I don't mind having, like, sometimes I wish I had big ears. I also thought about getting plastic surgery on my nose. Just a tiny little difference would make all of the world to me. I really like to oil up my hair recently. I feel having it oily is better than dry, and my hair can never get oily by itself, so I have to add it in. So this garment rack that I want to make is going to be really heavy and huge, and I don't have the place for it. Like, let me show you here. I don't know, sometimes all these pillows, I don't bother putting them on the bed, especially if I like make my bed later in the day than, like I don't make the bed as soon as I get up, which I don't really have a problem with. Some people do, but I mean, I don't have this. That's, I guess, where I would put the garment rack. There's too much stuff. Like, this is always my biggest problem. Like, the more toys I sell, the more I can move all of boxes these boxes out of here, and then all of this stuff could be gone because I'd have a whole other space to put more stuff. So the answer is to get rid of more toys so more stuff can go into the toy room, because right now it's pack jammed. Always say that's a win-win situation. I'm getting rid of toys, I'm making money, I'm freeing up space. It's win, 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 win. So sell toys, sell toys, sell toys, which that's what those 4 boxes are. Stuff that I have to take to the post office today. So toys being sold is good. Not a lot of toys coming in. Just basically on my birthday, I did a haul, a birthday haul video, and it turned out to be more of a birthday month haul of stuff that I've bought over the past month. And most of the stuff that I buy is just from the dollar store, because the prices are so good, and it's stuff that I've wanted but didn't buy because it was too expensive at regular retail. But when it showed up at the dollar store, I just can't help myself. But I do help myself too, because there are also many, many toys. I'm doing good. And it's that whole addiction thing. Like, it's hard to equate the toy addiction or a food addiction. Actually, a toy addiction falls under the same category as drugs. The correlation here I'm making is the difference between drugs and food. And when you're addicted to drugs, you can stop cold turkey and then never take a drug again. Don't go near drugs. Don't put yourself near drugs. But with food, if you're addicted to food, you have to eat every day. So it's kind of even harder. It's just food isn't as dangerous, even though there are arguments that it is. I mean, so many things are carcinogenic that we just eat every day, and we are killing ourselves with the food we eat. Well, some of us more than others. I have a toy channel, so of course I have to buy toys. But do I have to have a toy channel? Do I shut that down? My most successful YouTube channel, the most successful thing I've ever done in my life, yet isn't very successful. That's something else that I wanted to talk to you about. But I don't want to. I want to quit doing the negative thing, because I think that is a big problem with why I'm not liked, is because I do focus on the negativity, even though people really think people think I'm super conceited. I think that's what they don't like me on my toy channel, because they think I'm super conceited. And then people have come over here and talked, oh, it's great to see how vulnerable you are. So, but I'm not going to, I have to be honest. I mean, I am conceited. I have to admit to that. But at the same time, not in the way that you think. It's more in a negative way. It's more in the same thing that I do here, not good enough thing. Okay. Can I finish that thought so I can go back to the thought that I started this on? I don't look in the mirror. I hate looking in the mirror. People think that I look in the mirror all the time, and that I don't even have a full-length mirror to see what I look like when I go out the door. I mean, I do, but there's one behind that door, but it's not a very nice mirror, and I can't access it. It's behind that closet door. I have my bar up there and those bags, so I can't really open that door to look at myself. Nor do I care to. I kind of learn when I go like into a mall and I see myself in a big mirror that they have in the store, and then I say, oh, you can never wear that again because you look like you're homeless. Okay, that whole tangent started from a tangent of me. Oh yeah, either I'm the least talented person in the world, or I'm the most unlucky person in the world. Because sometimes I think I'm talented, like creative and stuff, but maybe I'm not. Like when I try to set up my camera and and the same as with toys that I make, like I've like made some doll clothes recently and I thought I liked them. But when I go to take pictures of them, they just look like crap and it's like junk and maybe I was wrong. And the same is when I'm setting up my camera. Like I like these things that I set up. Like I've made these electric lanterns and I've thrown these cloths on these things. And I guess right now I don't mind how it looks. But sometimes I just think it looks like, it looks like garbage and I'm living in a homeless shack because I can't get a good angle to make a video. I guess this is an okay angle. That also correlates to this. I don't have a space to put my garment rack that I want to make. There are the pieces over there. I'm going to make it today. I think it's going to take up too much space, but it's folding and is this going to be, am I going to be a fashion vlogger? Is that what I'm going to talk about the most? Because I don't care about that. But I do care about that at the same time. But maybe that's my niche, that it's just true, real, because I've got no place to go. That's the reality of this. Here, I'm going to put the supplies on the bed right now. Putting down one of my dollar store drop cloths. The lumber that I'm using. And the screws and hinges. And I guess we'll get into that later. I'm just going to put it here so that when I come home later today, I will have it ready to construct. Is that going to happen though? Because when I get going, I'm going to take the parcels to the store. I'm going to stop in at the dollar store and I'm going to say, while I'm up here, while I'm at this store, I may as well go to that store and then go to that store and then go to another store. I don't have to buy anything. I have some returns, which is good. I like returning stuff. That's what I did on my birthday. That's what I wanted to do. It was really hot. So in America, it was around 80 degrees. I don't know what it is today. I know it's not 70. I think it's about 10 degrees in Canada, which I think is about 60. It's probably 60 degrees today in your language. But anyway, so I was like riding around on my bicycle, no shirt on. Really, it was nice and hot at the 80 degrees all last week, but I wasn't doing it all last week. I actually stayed inside it was just on my birthday that I went out because I was straightening things up around here like I'm always doing, always sorting stuff instead of selling it, which I should be selling it instead of organizing it. Yeah, so and looking at toys, and I didn't buy very many toys either, so I'm proud of myself for that. I think there were some toys showing up, though. I did order toys online, kind of, I guess, for my birthday, the things that I really wanted. And, like, I don't just buy things for the sake of it. I think about these things for a long, long time. Sometimes I miss out because I think about them too long, and then they go away, and then I can't get them anymore, which is really sad. And the bottom line is I actually don't... Any toy that I want is not something I need. Sometimes I think I need it, but the truth is toys you don't need. I really wish that everything that I owned was in a backpack. At some point, maybe it has to be because I'm going to have to pick up and go sometime. I have come to the conclusion that I can't get a job, so this has to work. Like YouTube I have to do better. I guess I have to niche in YouTube, both on the toy channel and both here. Otherwise it doesn't work out because you can't do different subjects or the algorithm. You know what? Maybe you can. Maybe you just have to be likable, and maybe you just have to be like more attractive, and you just have to be smarter and And maybe I'm just none of those things. So maybe this can't work out for me. But anyway, I don't have a choice because there's no other. I don't even know what else I could do. I don't think I can get a real job now at this point because I haven't not worked for myself for 20 years. So I don't know how to become a part of society again. So the answer is either this has to be a success or I have to fit everything into a backpack and I have to go live on a beach and be homeless. Those are my two options. I mean, yeah, no. I mean, the truth is if anybody offered me a job, I would take it today. Actually, no, there are some people, if there's specific people who offered me a job. There's actually one person. I think there's one person who I wouldn't take every job I was offered, that's for sure. But if it was something new, that I guess that's the thing. If anybody offered me some kind of new job, I would say, yep, sure. I'll do it. But I can't go looking because that would be admitting that, yeah, I don't know what it would be admitting. It's just not, I'm past that. I'm past that. Like, you can't go back. I can't go back. I can only go forward. Just, I don't know if any of that made sense. These backpacks, I'm starting to think they were a mistake. Here, let's talk about that. So I bought 3 of these. I don't like touching this because it's dirty. And this is the one that I use the most, I guess, because I don't know, it's like water resistant. It goes with more things. I guess I like the colors better. Yeah, it goes with more of what I'm wearing, kind of thing. I can blend it in. It's falling apart, so yeah, and I don't know how to wash it. And I think if I did this again, I didn't expect it. And I said that when I bought these. I said on in these vlogs, I said I should get like lots of them because if I use a different one each day, then they don't fall apart as quickly. Things last longer. I don't know what that is. It's oh yeah. I do know, I can say that, I can put it into words. Long-term stress, continuous stress will wear things out quicker than if you split it up. And I think that is a law. I think that is a scientific law that is logical to me. And it's like you could use it the same amount of time, but if you spread it out, if you don't use it, it's the longevity, it's the continued stress. Continued stress is more destructive than, even if it's the same time span that you use it, continuous will put more stress on it. And you know what? That is true because, and I can give you an example of that. That's how we build muscles, is by putting continuous stress on your muscles in a short period of time. And that will break down the muscle quicker because the muscle gets sorer and gets fatigued faster. The stress is more powerful in that if you combine it together. Yeah. Nonetheless, I wore the shit out of this bag, and it is falling apart, and it just feels dirty, and I don't know, there's like weird holes in it and stuff. I don't know if you can see it, and it's scratched up. You can't see it because my picture quality is so bad. I think, is that a part of why, oh, don't touch my face after I touch that dirty bag. Is that a part of my little bit of success? People have such clear, beautiful, pristine image videos. I don't want my videos to be that clear because I don't want people to see my face that clear. I like that my picture is hazy and I use a bad quality camera to do my videos. I think that it doesn't really matter, in my opinion, as long as the sound is good. Sound is the most important. I think a lot of people have said that in how to make YouTube videos. I wonder if you can hear that music. Anyway, I feel more comfortable talking louder when music is being blasted by someone else. So I forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, is any of it really important? I can't believe I'm going shopping today. But it really is. I'm just taking the parcels to the post office. And then, yeah, it's just how it is. I have to go to the post office, and my post office is closed now, so I have to go really far away. But I did fix up my bicycle. I don't know if I told you that here. I think I talked about that on the toy channel. But yeah, I have a bicycle that's working right now, so that's good. And I need it to be able to take the parcels to the post office, because otherwise, yeah, I can't carry. Sometimes I have so many, they'd be too heavy to carry there. I don't know what I would do. If something like that happens, I'll have to get one of those little carts. I'll have to get a cart to wheel it there. And it's probably half hour to 45-minute walk to the closest post office. 15 minutes by bike. Going out and getting exercise is good. I did a lot of yard work too. I didn't mention that when it was 80 degrees one day, the day after my birthday, I did a lot of yard work because it was supposed to rain all this week. It hasn't been raining very much. I did mention that I have a couple parcels coming though today, but I'm not going to worry about them. I don't think it's going to rain actually, because it's not supposed to rain later in the day, and now it's getting later. I don't even think it's 9 a.m. yet. I've done so much already today. See, that's what's so great. Actually, it's 10 o'clock. It's 15 to 10. So it's time for me to take those parcels out. And then hopefully I'll come home early and I'll make this garment rack finally. Even though I showed you the floor space, I don't have a place to really put it there. I gotta take these out of. I gotta get these out of there. I gotta sell more toys and get that stuff out of there. Don't think I'm going to move the pillows onto the bed today, because at the end of the day I just have to put them back on the chair. I might have to do that though. I think if I make the garment rack, I'm going to make it right here though. I have to get these boxes out of there though, and just bring them in. They're the ones that I use the most. They're the toys that I use the most, so I brought them in here. But I have to make it so it's easier for me to go into the toy room and grab a box that I want to use that day. But right now it's just so packed, jammed full that I trip over things and I can't see what's in there because it's so cramped. So yeah, my aunt, I already know that. I keep knowing the answer: sell, 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 and then all of everything's fixed. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how much. I don't know how much I'm in debt, and I don't know how much the toys are worth, and I don't know how easy it is to sell. Some things are so easy to sell, some things are not, and I think that I've sold all of the things that are the easiest to sell, but then I find out that that's not true every once in a while because there's so much stuff. But then I stumble upon things that sell. What's wrong with me? Solutions right here. Lately I'm such a perfectionist, and the way sometimes these curtains hang funny. I don't know, because they're unevenly hemmed, and I don't know. I don't know. That's a solution for when I fix this project where I'm supposed to fix these shelves up and sort the stuff on it, which has been a couple years coming. It'll happen eventually, but it's not the priority. The priority is to make more space, get rid of stuff before you start sorting stuff, and that is a really good rule. Anyway, the stuff hangs I don't even mind that. It's I kind of like the wabi-sabi. Recently, it would drive me crazy that they weren't falling completely symmetrical and you couldn't see behind. But I don't even mind the as long as it's all natural and beautiful and everything's nice. Then I didn't think that this was going to be that kind of vlog here. I gotta go to the post office. What am I gonna wear today? I've never done an outfit video before. It's like close to freezing. So whatever you're free. Oh yeah, so it is cold. I think that is colder than. I think it's just above freezing. But I think I'm gonna wear shorts today. I might wear my boots and shorts. But boots on bicycle. I don't like the boots on the bicycle. My sneakers. I meant to relace them. Okay, I'm gonna relace them. That's all stuff that I should do on here, but it takes up too much time to vlog it at the same time. Does it though? Yeah, it kind of does. It kind of doesn't, actually. I'm going to vacuum up my sneakers, then I'm going to relace them. But am I going to show you me relacing my sneakers? Is that really good content? Maybe it is. I got to drink that hot chocolate too. That's now cold chocolate. That's also vlogging 101 is don't just talk about the stuff you're doing. Show yourself doing the stuff you're doing. How fat am I? Can't believe I only eat carbs. This isn't as good as I want it to be though. I look so thin and skinny fat. That's what people call that. These sneakers that I've had for less than a year, all wearing out. They're filthy. I didn't bring them in here. I put them outside the door because I need to wash them and vacuum them and stuff. But no wonder I felt I looked homeless. They do look like I'm homeless. I guess I need a new pair of sneakers. I guess I walk too much. They're not even comfortable. But anyway, I can't show you me doing the steps. Maybe in the future I will do some stuff more like that. But I'm going to clean those up and I'm going to relace them so I can do it more quickly than show you and talk about it while I'm doing it. Look, I'm wasting all this time right now telling you. Maybe my parcel will come before I even leave. Yeah, I bought new laces for them and I'm going to wear them today, and I'm going to wear shorts. I think I'll wear a sweater and stuff, but I'll wear shorts because I want to wear shorts because I have them and I'll explain this more in the upcoming clothing summer hot boy summer video where I show all of my stuff, all of my wardrobe for 2023, which I should have already done that video. But I wanted to make the garment rack first. But anyway, I have these shorts that I can't wear in the summertime because they're too heavy and thick for me, and I get too hot, and then I'm wearing underwear underneath them, and my crotch is all hot and sweaty and stuff. And I prefer to wear like bathing suits, wear swim trunks around the city on my bicycle, and then I can jump into splash pads and stuff as I need to. Right now I'm taking out the laces. Because I'm going to vacuum and clean these and wipe them down and put new laces in them. I wanted to really wash them. I really don't like how I look physically. See, I guess I am conceited because I don't like the way I look. Is that conceited? Wow, I've been talking way too long. wipe off. I mean, I don't know. They're not as 80s chunky fat high top as I wanted them to be, but also I love Converse, so it was such a good in between of these 80s fat high top / Converse, but they kind of do look too thin for me, and they're not as cushiony as I had imagined they would be. They are looking a little better now, though, after the vacuum and clean off. And then I've got some fat laces that might fatten them up a little bit. We'll see. The amount of hair I lose can't be normal. I just vacuumed. I'm waiting for, I guess, the parcels. I don't know if I should, because they could come from now, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 4, between now and 4 hours. But usually the post lady comes around this time. So that is kind of why I'm waiting, but it could be horrible. But I did vacuum, and I put the pillows on the bed, and I can show you what I chose to wear today, which it's never anything special. So even though it's like 0, I do have shorts on, and I have this just a plaid shirt underneath, so I've got layers, a t-shirt just to keep the top part warm, and it's really cold in here right now, but I'm I guess because I was doing work and have this on, but also oh fuck, also these now have been, are they cleaned? I want to wear my gray socks with these, and they was kind of contrasty before, so I thought that getting the gray laces would be good. So that's kind of what's going on my feet. Socks and sneakers, and then on my bicycle, and I keep looking out the window to see if the postman is here. One of the main reasons why I shave my head, besides making mistakes when I cut my hair, is because when my hair gets too long, it starts falling out all the time everywhere, and I don't know what to do with it. If I put product in my hair to hold it back, I would like my hair. Look, it looks so greasy right now, which was self-inflicted grease, like I said, because I don't know. I think I'd rather have greasy hair than, well, of course I would definitely rather have greasy hair than dry hair. And maybe, I mean, I'm always worried about looking homeless, but it's better. Guess I have to have really nice clothes, and then you don't have to worry about anything else. Or you can look really nice and then have really horrible clothes. But like I mention all the time, I'm just in the middle. I have middle clothes, not very nice, not rags. Well, they kind of are. And then I don't really look that good. So, not the most handsome guy, not the ugliest guy, just homeless. Is that parcel going to come? Do I wait for it? Or do I... I'm not going to wait anymore. There we go. I'm going to leave now. In fact, that gives me a reason to rush home, which is what I should do, and then sell stuff, and make a garment rack, and do more yard work. Oh, and I've got some stuff that I have to do, computer work that I have to do for somebody. So yeah, don't take too long. So this really would be an average outfit for me. I probably wear jeans, black jeans normally, but yeah, this is it's amazing what new laces can do for your sneakers, especially these fat boot ones. I kind of like how they turned out. I'm feeling better about my sneakers now. They're fatter, and yeah, this is how I roll in public. I think it looks kind of cute, but in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I think it'll be all stretched out in the wrong places, and I won't like how it looks at all. I don't know, maybe I'll watch this back and I'll think that I don't look. It's kind of I guess I kind of dress like a baby. Okay, so I went out, I ate, I went out, I took my parcels, I did go shopping, I didn't buy anything. Did I get anything? I picked up, I think, a little 99-cent thing at a thrift store just for my dioramas. What's going on there? I came home, I ate. There were flatbreads at the Dollar Tree. Sometimes they have bread there, and that's what I'm carb loading now. That's what I'm doing. At only $1.50. So the lighting's weird. So I bought that, brought it home, ate it with a can of hummus, and then I also bought cookies. They have cookies there that are a huge thing of cookies for $1.50 too, so not good for my health, but I wouldn't say bad nonetheless. And then I fell asleep for hours, and I guess that means I'm off my schedule, or maybe I'll just sleep a little bit tonight and then get up early again. That's probably what's going to happen, and then I'll take a nap in the middle of the day, and then I'll sleep a short while at night. That seems to be what's happening. At least I'm getting up early. I think I'll try to make myself get up early and stay up. It depends on how active. Like if I'm doing an activity where I'm sitting down, I will fall asleep. But if I'm up all day moving around and active, then I won't fall asleep. And then I can stay on that schedule. But usually, again, I keep doing things, and I don't get to bed early. So ideally, especially this time of the year, because if I have my lights on, that's when the bugs come, even though it's colder now. But that's why I want to get this schedule where I can sleep with the sunset so that the bugs don't come into my house, because they do. When the lights are on, they will come through the screens, they will come here. The little baby spiders will attack like they do every year. But I did experiment a lot last year in the spring, and I made sure I had all my lights off, and I tried to go to bed when the sun set and wake up when the sun rose, and they didn't, until one day I stayed up late and left my light blaring in my window, and then the baby spiders came, because outside my house is a jungle. I'm talking about this. So what I wanted to explain, when I first had this idea, I have this wood. I would prefer, I have taller ones. So I have all of these, I have a lot of these shelves in my toy room. That's where I keep all of the things on. And those poles are longer than these ones. And ideally, it would be like that. I'm only wearing my hand. So when I'm standing up, ideally they would be this high. And my first thought was to make this like this, and I was going to put one of these poles across. And I don't have those things, the connectors here, because I decided not to use them. Anyway, I was going to do this, and this was how I was going to make the rolling rack, and then I was going to put some kind of chain or string or ribbon in between there to make it and then put hinges here. I have bought the hinges. That was the initial plan, and that would have been cool. But this is the size that I have available. I don't want to waste the long ones because I need those for my shelves for sorting out the toys and stuff. So I've settled, and then there are none available at IKEA is where I get these. And so I said, whatever. And then I thought, hey, you know what? I also need a drawing rack. And I also like everything to be frame-based. So then I decided to make the frame like this and make 2 squares of these things, and then make a sandwich board with the 2 squares so that they can fold it. And then I could have it so it's like this, and there would be these beams across like this, or I could fold it. I could put it this way where the squares open up like this, and it's on the floor. So it can be a sandwich board like this or a sandwich board like this, and I could still hang this across on the diagonal and use it as this. But the thing, then I thought, because I have all of these little shelves like this, I thought I could make it like this. And then the frames would be, however, it would be wider. And when it was folded with the hinges, I don't know if this is all explanatory, it would be this wide. And that would be kind of silly. So, that was my idea today. However, now, the reason why, and I wouldn't have needed to buy these special screws that are the exact size to screw these things together. But what I've decided now, after changing my mind, because I just decided that, hey, I should make it like all of these other frames that I have in my hand, so everything like that is, but no, I've decided now to do it like this, because I have the new screws to do it. And also, so I have a drawing rack. And also, because of these holes, I can only use them in this direction, which is cool. Like if I hang the hangers that way, they don't work hanging the hangers like this. It's like awkward, it doesn't fit. But if I have it like this, then I have this kind of cool, even spacing hanger solution when I'm hanging things all across here. So for a minimal, even spacing look. So it has to be like this. And also, when I'm using as a drawing rack, instead of making perfect squares, which was going to be the last plan, just to make it all like symmetrical and it could be flipped around in different ways and stuff. But if I do it like this, that means I have an extra place to hang things. So I can hang things on this bar and hang things on this bar. But that means I can't use it as you know what, I still can use it as a sandwich board like this. I'm just going to have this blank edge here, which is totally okay. And then maybe I can use this for other purposes too, as a backdrop. Anyway, none of that made sense to you. So I'm just going to construct part of it and then show you. And of course, I changed my mind again, but I went with this because it's more versatile, more sculptural. It can be turned around in different positions and not look out of place, and more versatile. And then I also figure I can just put strings across the holes if I want to use it as a drawing rack. I mean, I could keep one string across, or I can put little brackets that I can put my posts in. So that's also a possibility, where I can just put little hooks on the side so I can hang these in any position I need to versatility in a piece of furniture is what I like. I can probably also use it as a backdrop canvas kind of thing that will be useful. And the fact that it's going to be a hinge thing, which I'll show you, it's going to be huge, and I don't really have room for it, but it will be foldable, and it's probably always going to be out, and I know that it's always going to be sculptural, but the whole pine square thing is totally not escaping my aesthetic, because that's all I do. And there'll probably be canvas drop cloths hanging off it all the time too. So it's just going to be a sculptural, useful thing for me, and I think that this is the right solution. Pro tip though, always drill. I cracked the wood. It's a wappy sobby thing. I guess it doesn't matter. I also have a splinter in my knee, I think. It's pine though. It didn't crack too much, and I still have to reinforce it. I only put one screw in each corner, and just to prototype it. But I'm going to make the other one now, and then I'm going to decide where the hinges will go. Yeah, I was very OCD about where there's a longer place between the hole here, and that was another reason for me to put this at the very end, because when it is on the side, I wanted to access as many of these holes as possible for the hangers to go into. So that's why I did it on that side, or why I decided that it would be. But I did. Oh no, I didn't. I was going to be very careful about putting them in the same direction, and I didn't put them in the same direction. That's supposed to be flipped. Oh my God! I think I might have to. You don't even probably see it, but I guess I do have to change that. Oh darn! Okay, here it is. This is not the configuration that I want to use all the time, but it is the last one that I tried on. I tried to record a story for Facebook and Instagram and maybe TikTok. I'll try putting it on TikTok again, because this is the kind of thing that people do on those platforms, but it worked out really well. Let me show you the more common configuration that I would use, but that is a garment rack. I would have preferred to use the longer ones for the post part of it, the longer set. I don't think I would want to make it longer this way, because those are squares. Like having a garment rack at this level is not the coolest, but, and again, I can use it as a drying rack too. Let me show you the more preferred configuration. So flipped on its side, you have twice the hanging capacity, where it's like this angle. I mean, this would be good setup for someone who is just starting a clothing company in a warehouse. I'm liking how it looks more. It's really great too, because all of the screws and stuff are on the back side, and you can't even see any of the hardware. It is just the wood. At least when it's in this configuration. When it's folded, yes, you do see the screws and stuff, but it's not really noticeable. And anyway, that whole construction industrial pioneer thing is my thing. So there it goes. And who knows what else I'll use it for. Just like probably can sit in front of it with a tarp thrown over it for doing YouTube videos. But I do have to do my Hot Boy summer haul and show you my summer wardrobe. That video will be coming up soon. And sometimes I'm really proud of myself. But like I said earlier in this video, I might stop and feel like it's all junk, and I'll just want to smash everything and throw it all apart. I mean, obviously, there's tin cans there. It is all junk. I'm a junk collector.